Today, I want to talk about reacting to what the narcissist does due to other people. They can be very treacherous. They can be evil, very manipulative. They can set you up to look like you're the one that's crazy and you're the one that's doing the bad things. They can launch a smear campaign where they just go around just smearing your name and talking about what you're doing when it's actually them. They're really deflecting. Um, and recently, I was at work and it was someone that I wrote a email to, and the email was making a request that I knew was it was a long shot that the person was going to honor the request. That it would be difficult for her to do, but I made the request. I figured all she could do was say no. But the person called me and she wrote me an email back and said what she had to say, that she wasn't going to be able to do it. And then she called me because she was pissed that I had asked her to, like, how dare you ask me to do that? And she called me with an attitude. She was very nasty, very short with me. And she was just pushing my buttons. She was like really provoking me. She wanted an argument. She wanted to let me know and punish that she was pissed off. And she wanted to punish me for writing the email because it's in writing. The request was in writing. And this was her way of, getting back at me from writing this email that she didn't want to handle. And so she called me and she was mirroring me, and she was, because she knew that she was making me upset, and because she was saying things, she was um, gaslighting, she was using word salad. She was using all the techniques that a narcissist used to provoke you to react. It's very, very important that you try your best to keep cool. Keep your cool. Don't lose your cool. And not react. Because once you react, then they have you. That's the goal. The goal is not to work with you. The goal is not to hear your side. The goal is nothing. They're not fair people. They want to dominate. She knew that she could have honored the request and did it. She didn't want to. It was a stretch. It was going to cost her something, and she didn't want to do it. So instead of saying no, and leaving it at that, she called to attack me because she, I guess in a way I kind of made her look bad or put her on the spot. So she had to retaliate. And she called me, and really she was the one that was really upset. And but she kept deflecting and provoking me until I was really upset. Then this person, she was a leader, she was a manager, and so she was talking to me like I was her subordinate, even though I didn't work under her. She was nothing to me, and I got provoked. She triggered me. I got pissed off, so I started giving her back what she was giving me, and I got sarcastic too, and because she was so disrespectful, I said, okay, I got to get out this phone call. And I told her, I said, okay, thank you. I said, you're not going to help me. Thank you. Have a great day. And I hung up the phone because I didn't want to continue to allow her to disrespect me. And I knew that she was provoking me and nothing was going to come good, was going to come out that conversation. So immediately she called me right back after I hung up, and she was like, you hung up on me, and just all this drama. And again, this is to get me to do something again inappropriate or say something inappropriate so she could get me pretty much in trouble. And so then that's what she said. She said, I'm going to call your boss. Who's your boss? You hung up on me. And it wasn't even that deep. I did tell her this is the end of the conversation. You have a great day. Goodbye. Because I wasn't willing to continue to be disrespected. Um, so I was so upset. I reacted. I did not pray about it first. I called my boss and I said, Kathy, you're going to get this phone call from this lady. And I told her the story, and I told her that I felt that, she was being disrespectful so I did end the call. Um, the lady later on emailed my boss. She didn't call her. But I'm making this video to say never, ever react. If you can, please react to the narcissist in the moment. Try your best to gray rock. Try your best to show no emotions, give no information, because whatever it's just like when you get arrested and you know your rights is to remain silent, and because anything you say and will be held against you. It's the same thing with a narcissist. Anything that you say can and will be held against you, and especially when they're provoking you. Now, this is a very hard thing to do, not to react, because you're going, hell no, I didn't do that. I mean, that's just a normal human response. So you reacting, but it's very important that you do your best not to show your reaction and not to express your reaction, because they will use it against you, as this person did. She did email my boss and complain. And I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know if it's going to show up in my file later on. What? Because this lady was a manager, so she knew how to get people in trouble. Um, so do your best not to react. Just stay quiet. Try your best in that moment to figure out where they're coming from. In this case, she was not trying to work with me. She was trying to get me in trouble. And in hindsight, I wish I just would have kept my mouth closed, listened to her, and then reacted once I hung up the phone. When you react, it's very important to react in private, and if you have to, only if you absolutely have to, respond to the narcissist respond in public. React in private, respond in public. React in private and respond in public. So reacting in private means to go. It's very important that you get it out. That you're pissed off. That you're angry. That you're afraid. Whatever. You got to create a space where it's safe for you to go and to react. For me, just to give a couple of examples, I like to get in my car and go to the park, park in the parking lot at the park, where in a space where there's nowhere around, and I scream and I yell as if I'm yelling and screaming at this person, and I say the things out loud so I can release it. I say the things that I would say to that narcissistic person. It's very important that you release it. Another thing I do is that I scream into a pillow. I go in my bedroom, get my pillow, and scream into my pillow. I have a toy plastic baseball bat, and sometimes I will hit pillows and stuff, things that can't break, to get it out, because it's very important that you get it out. But respond. If you have to say anything, try not to say anything. We're just okay. If you have to say anything, limit it to 1 or 2 words. Okay, thank you. Okay, and 1 or 2 words, because again, anything you say can and will be used against you. That's why they're trying to provoke you, because they're trying to deflect their anger off onto you, and say it was you that had the attitude. You were weird, was rude. But if you don't say anything, they don't. They just don't have anything to use against you. So that's it for my video. Thank you for listening.